This is Sportswrap Overtime, February 3rd, 2026. Craig Loper, Brian Parsons, Jeff Snyder here in the Wavy 10 digital studio, and it is Super Bowl week. We're 5 days away at the date of this recording, and we're going to get all into that Super Bowl. But how are we feeling about this game, guys, going into it?
I'm pretty excited. We had a week without football. That wasn't any fun.
Nope.
And I'm wearing my Washington Commanders hat here because I'm trying to manifest the Commanders getting back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Yeah. I mean, is that out of the question?
They got a lot.
They
of
were a
rebuilding
game
here.
away last year. They were in the NFC Championship, so it's not anything crazy.
They got to build some pieces.
It was a season where things just didn't work out.
There's only 32 teams.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody's got to make it.
Somebody's got to make it,
and you only got to be 15 other ones.
They got to make some offseason moves and try to see what happens. But hey, DC will get a Super Bowl eventually in terms of.
They will get a Super Bowl
2032, 2033.
Probably something like that, yeah, I would imagine.
But, as we look at this Super Bowl matchup, it's Super Bowl 60 in Santa Clara, California. I'm trying to think what was the last Super Bowl in Santa Clara?
That would have been Super Bowl 50, I believe.
Oh, that was in the Bay.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so Broncos, Panthers.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, been to Santa Clara. I was there the first year it opened, 2014. Beautiful stadium years ago. The parking lot is ugly around it. It's kind of.
It's an okay stadium.
I'm saying I like the inside of it. I think is pretty beautiful.
I'm not sure I like the whole deal with the
Levi's
with the boxes are kind of all on one side kind of deal.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm not a big fan of the layout.
I'm not crazy about the location either.
Really nice press box.
It's like 45 minutes outside of like San Jose.
The locations.
And San
well, it's
Francisco.
actually it's basically in San Jose. It's 45 minutes from San Francisco.
Oh, that's right.
Correct.
That's right.
No, yeah, it's definitely
so
40
it's
minutes
still
away.
in the Bay Area, but it's just
weird. But hey, it is what it is. They build these things. And
it's a big area, and you kind of like you go where the land is more affordable. But like aesthetically, to me, the stadium is very generic.
Yes,
and it has no personality.
That's what
whatsoever.
I'm saying about the parking lot. The parking lot around is just an ugly big parking lot.
Whereas Candlestick Park, as wonky and goofy as that place was, it had a tremendous amount of character.
For sure.
It was cold.
Yeah. Off the water and everything.
Off the water.
Right. Yeah.
Apparently, San Francisco is a very cold city. I've never been there.
I mean,
but because
it's got many different microclimates.
Yeah, it's the
inside of each other. When I was there, I remember being there, and we were in the mountains, and it was like 59 degrees.
Yeah.
And then we get down to the bottom of the mountain, and we're closer to the water, and we're actually more on flat land.
Yeah.
And it was like 91 degrees.
Oh my goodness.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That variation.
That's crazy. Yeah.
So it's a really weird place. And it's just different pockets, like Candlestick Point, where the old stadium was. That's where it got cold in the summer.
Yeah.
But at the current ballpark, it doesn't get as cold in the summer.
Correct.
There.
Right.
I mean, still, you're going to have that breeze.
You're going to still have the people bundled up at the Giants games.
But not like it was a Candlestick.
No. The one I saw, the stat that I keep referring to this week, I don't know if you guys saw it, but based on preseason odds, this is the most unlikely Super Bowl to ever happen in like 50 years. I think the Patriots had 80 to 1 odds to make it. Seahawks were 60 to 1 odds. So like no one saw these teams at this point in the season. Like Vegas didn't see it coming.
I mean, did any of you?
No, of course not. No. The Patriots first year head coach, Seahawks, Sam Darnold, your quarterback. Okay, we'll see what happens. But no, but just it's a crazy stat to think that.
Right. Because everyone was expecting the Chiefs to make it back again.
Chiefs, Eagles, Bills,
Ravens. Everybody thought the Bengals were going to have a do their comeback.
Every one of those teams took a massive step back.
There was high hopes for the Dolphins. Yeah. People thought the Dolphins were going to be something. People thought the Chargers were in a position to maybe make a run. Yeah. The Broncos, I think, were expected to be pretty good.
Yeah. Jacksonville. Who saw Jacksonville coming?
Houston was hoping to make the next step, and then
it's the NFL, man.
CJ Stroud just did not show up in the playoffs.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But looking at this one, Vrabel, man, what
have
a
we
culture.
even said the matchup?
No, I think we said it. Yeah,
Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots.
Seahawks are the visitors for this one. They'll be wearing their like dark navy blue uniforms. Patriots are the home team. They get to choose, so they chose all white to go with.
I wonder if that has to do with past Super Bowls. If there's
I don't know. I don't know. I think Vrabel said the guys just like it. I think he said that in a presser.
Doing the home whites, the old school hockey.
Yeah, I would imagine the history doesn't mean anything. It's like when the people say this is a rematch of the Super Bowl between the
49.
Between the Patriots and the Seahawks.
Yeah, Super Bowl 49.
No, it's not. There's nobody. Right. The coaching staff is different, and none of the players are the same.
No,
So it's in uniform
just
only.
Literally just the owners, I think.
But New England, interesting, is practicing at Stanford in Palo Alto, which is 20 minutes away from Santa Clara, and the Seahawks are practicing at San Jose State, which is even closer, 15 minutes. From the stadium.
Avoiding the substation. A lot of substation questions out there. It's all viral. They had opening night, and people are talking about that. Who cares? They're not even practicing there. But, yeah, so I don't know. When you think of this matchup, I think of just Vrabel, man, this crazy turnaround. What a culture shift he created, went to free agency and got a whole bunch of guys. There he is, drafted by the Steelers in the mid-'90s, played his first 4 years there, went to the Patriots for, I think, eight years or something like that. I don't know where. I think he finished in Kansas City. But, funny stat about Vrabel, he's got 5 playoff catches in his career. He's a linebacker. He's got 5 playoff catches and 5 touchdowns. 100%.
Look at that.
That's not too shabby.
Isn't that crazy?
Greatest receiver in history.
Yeah, he was Tom Brady's red zone target at some of the special goal line packages they used to put in back in the day.
God, those are always so fun.
Yeah, and so he's trying to become the first head coach to win a Super Bowl as a player for the same franchise and then as a coach for that same franchise. No one else has done that.
I'm pulling up StubHub here. We're trying to see just kind of like what the current up-to-the-minute market is looking like. Yeah. Basically, to get in, you're looking at, for the cheapest seats, the best price, $5,377 for a ticket. I mean,
Damn.
I mean, that's terrible, but...
One ticket?
Yeah, so $10,000 for the pair.
Oh, my goodness.
Got to imagine what the fees are. Let's just see. Oh, no, that says including fees.
Oh, including fees. Okay.
Thank you, StubHub, for making it clear for me.
Yeah, for once.
50-yard line, $20,000.
Unbelievable.
50. There's a lot of money in the Bay Area, man.
Well, yeah, no, there is, of course. I wonder what, if you wait till the day of, like, I guess there'd be even more. $10,000.
That's the gamble,
20,000 for 2 tickets.
There he is, former Carolina guy right there, Drake May.
How do you think scalpers outside a stadium do? How do you think they pull that off?
I think those days. I don't know.
Are those over?
I think those.
Oh, because digital tickets.
Digital.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
that's done.
The days of the scalper outside of the stadium.
Isn't that crazy?
I don't think that happens.
That's
anymore.
over, right?
I can't believe what they've taken from us.
Because there's no paper tickets.
There's no paper tickets anymore. You can't. How do you scalp it? You're out there
digital.
with your phone saying, "I got 2 right here."
Yeah, I guess you like airdrop them or something. I don't know.
I don't know either.
So the Patriots have won 16 of their last 17 games.
Wow. Okay.
So they're coming in hot.
That's
Drake
crazy.
May, man. Though they're saying his shoulder is a little maybe off. He took a hit against the Broncos.
23 years old. He had the best completion percentage in the league.
Yeah, 70%.
Yeah.
Oh, 72. Wow. Okay.
31 touchdowns, 4,400 yards. He ran for 450. The guy can run, too.
He can run. Yeah.
So that's a little bit of a threat. 4 touchdowns.
Yes.
He was sacked 47 times, 4th most in the NFL.
Yep.
That's not encouraging.
He's been sacked 5 times. Oh, he's sacked by Miles 5 times.
5 times in one game.
Wow. Well, he's been sacked. He's been sacked 5 times in each playoff game they've played. Right. So did they play the wild card? Who was the 1 seed in the AFC? They didn't play the wild card. Denver was a wild. Okay. So he's been sacked 15 times in the postseason. It's 5 times each game.
Wow.
So
O-line not doing enough apparently.
Second youngest quarterback to ever start a Super Bowl behind Marino. Dan Marino was like 23 and 100 and change.
Yeah, that surprised me.
It's only like
it's younger.
I thought it was somebody else. I didn't know. I thought he was older. Actually.
Big Ben started one in his second year. I thought Big Ben would have been on it.
Big Ben's the youngest to win one.
Correct.
Yes.
Right. Yeah, it's his sophomore year. Second year.
Second year. Well, sophomore NFL year. Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, and so no, it's crazy. Man, when you look at that completion percentage though, is that just not symbolic of Josh McDaniels fine-tuning this kid up, finding a scheme that works for him?
I think that guy could be a little bit of a secret weapon too.
Is that Diggs?
Diggs,
that's
yeah.
Diggs.
Oh yeah, that's Diggs. Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I could see him.
Though. He's the top guy.
True, but it's just you haven't really
X factor.
I think he could be a big factor. Yeah, obviously he's the number 1 target, but
no,
you haven't really heard as much from him with the Patriots as he did.
Definitely,
with Buffalo.
Right.
Not even close.
You hear more of his off the field stuff than you do.
He's been pretty fitting into the Patriots system. They got another guy there. Number 2 is Kayshon Boutte, who was a low draft pick, like 6th, 7th round pick for some stuff coming out of college that was weird, gambling stuff. And then he fell, but now he's kind of resurging. They didn't like him the first couple of years. He kind of struggled. Now he's finding his way.
They snapped Buffalo's 5-year run as AFC East champions.
Yep. Yeah.
So you got Drake May, 23 years old, already in.
Yeah.
And God, those Bills fans have just got to be thinking, what is wrong with us? Why can't we get to the Super Bowl?
They fired their guy because of it. They fired Sean. Yep. Does it just like, here's my thing about the Patriots. Someone asked me earlier this week, they're like, who are you rooting for? And I was like, well, the Patriots just have they still live in my mind as the evil empire. So I'm like rooting for the Seahawks, I guess, but it's a different iteration of the Patriots. So I don't know if I can hate them as much. You know what I'm saying? It's just the brand.
It's still Robert Kraft.
There's no Tom Brady legacy, all that talk hovering over this right now. This is a new guy, a new kid coming in to make a name for himself.
Yeah, of course.
And this team, and he's a team first guy.
Of course.
And
no Belichick to hate.
You don't have the drama around the Patriots that we used to have.
But it's still the brand. I see the image and I just want to hate on it.
Not yet.
What do you mean?
We don't have any of that yet.
Yeah, well, because remember, the Chiefs never had that either.
Remember Tom Brady? Oh, look at the young kid and John Madden in the game going, well, I have a feeling they're going to have to spike the ball and just play for overtime. Like, dude, there's like a minute and a half.
Like a minute and a half.
What are we doing here? It's great. This guy, this isn't some
1940.
yeah, I'm like, come on. He's a pro quarterback. Yeah. They got plenty of time.
I remember that. I think you got this play for overtime.
and he's like, well, the guts on this young man. And then look what Tom Brady ended up becoming. You ended up becoming very annoying. What I'm saying is, who knows? In 15 years, we might be tired of Drake May.
I think you saw with Patrick Mahomes too. People were tired of the Chiefs, and people got their wish this year.
Well, you say that. People say they are tired of it. People say that.
Yeah.
The ratings indicate that is not the case.
They're not tired of it.
Not even.
We're all full of crap when we say we're tired of it because we're still going to watch.
Because people are hate watching, Brian. That's what it is.
Hey, somewhat, I guess. I know everyone was rooting for the Chiefs' downfall this year. They got it. On the other side of this, the NFC side of things, it's hard not to root for the Seahawks, in my opinion. I mean, Sam Darnold's a great story of cast-off who's been around the league, and now he finds a home in Seattle, signs a 3-year contract.
This guy.
Mike McDonald, second year, and come over from Baltimore. Man, what a defensive guru.
And he was the defensive coordinator for Michigan with John Harbaugh, or Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh, right. Yep.
He coached with the brother. He's tight with the Harbaugh.
He's very close with the Harbaughs.
Yes.
Yeah. I think he was the defensive coordinator on the national championship team.
2021.
The national championship team.
No, he was on 2021.
2021.
23, he was with the Ravens.
Oh, he's with the Ravens. Yeah. What am I thinking? Yeah, that's right. Okay, got it. Yeah, no, but he's I've watched some of his press conferences. He's a pretty straight shooter. He seems kind of cool with media too.
Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah, he's kind of cool. He's transparent. He's fun. He gives extensive answers.
38 years old.
Yeah, that's
head
crazy.
coach.
That's crazy, man.
Of the Seattle Seahawks.
Nuts.
The youth movement.
Yeah.
The youth movement in the NFL.
Fourth time Seattle's been in as a franchise. So if we go through the timeline here, they went with the Steelers in 08. No, 05. 05 was their first.
With 05, Sean Alexander.
Matt Hasselbeck.
Hasselbeck and the Steelers.
Mike Holmgren was the head coach.
Yeah, Mike Holmgren.
Sean Alexander was the MVP that year.
Oh, of the league, yes,
Yep.
right, of course.
Yeah, he got concussed and knocked out of the game against the Redskins in the playoffs. Yeah, like the second play of the game.
They got Alexander. They
knocked him out cold.
Oh wow, yeah, one of the rare guys that made 37 look cool in NFL history. As someone that wore 37 in college, thank you, Sean.
And I thought, man, we knocked out the MVP. We're going to win the game.
Oh man,
they didn't win the game.
A wild card round, I guess.
Wow.
Maybe.
Well, second round because they beat Tampa Bay.
Okay. All right. So you had that one in 05. Then you had the 2013 Seahawks make it. That was when the Legion of Boom was booming.
Oh, man.
They were unstoppable. Number one defense. Russell Wilson just had to hand it off and complete a few passes to Marshawn Lynch.
Cam Chancellor and Percy Harvin.
Two
7.57 guys.
Dominant Super Bowl.
And there was, if you remember that game, there could have been, one of those guys might be the MVP.
Yeah.
Especially Cam, because Cam had the interception.
He did. Was it pick six? No.
I think Percy might have had a touchdown.
Percy had the opening kickoff for the second half for a touchdown.
Yes, he did.
Yes, for sure. And then the linebacker, KJ Wright, ended up winning Super Bowl MVP, if I remember correctly.
I believe you're right.
Because he had a pick six, I think it was.
Yeah, it was an unsung hero of the Legion.
Yeah, it was crazy. But if you remember that game, because I remember in the Broncos' first play, they snapped it over Peyton Manning's head, and it felt like, oh no.
Yeah.
They're not ready.
Yes.
Something's up.
Yes.
First play of the game, that was bad.
And back then, that was almost, in a way, kind of Hampton Roads team because you had Percy on there, you had Cam, and Cam was so instrumental with his the Cam.
Yeah.
What was his?
The dodgeball or the
what was his whole event
cookout.
called? I forgot what it was called.
He does a cookout, right?
Yeah, but it was the Bam Bam.
Bam Bam Cam.
The Bam Bam, whatever it was.
Bam Bam cookout or something.
He had the cookout. He had also those festivities.
He was coming back every in the
But he would
offseason.
always bring the entire Legion of Boom with him.
Yeah.
Like he brought them literally every one of them to the station.
Yeah.
And I'm doing an interview with Cam Chancellor on the set.
That's so cool.
And we got Richard Sherman and all these guys.
Oh, all of them came to the station.
Yeah, and they're all like to the side, like making fun though,
maybe
coming to the local TV station to support their guy and hang out for a half a day.
maybe
he brought all of them.
Maybe you're the reason he caught the TV bug.
I don't think who Richard Sherman.
Yeah,
right.
Sherman.
Yeah, but that was really cool, man. So the Seahawks were kind of we kind of adopted the team a little bit because of all those local connections.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, Russell Wilson for Richmond.
Yeah.
His grandfather was the president of Norfolk State, so there was all sorts of connections.
That was a heyday. And then 14, they go back in 14. They go back-to-back years, and they lose to the Patriots in the infamous Marshawn Lynch 1-yard line game. If you think about it, I do think about that a lot, is like that would have changed the course of that franchise. Like you go back-to-back, a lot of stuff looks different. Maybe Russell Wilson sticks around a little lot. The Legion of Boom doesn't fall apart as quickly. Like obviously guys age out, but like they don't end up letting Richard Sherman walk. Earl Thomas, they let him walk. Cam, eventually, injuries got to him. But like that changes the course. That reset the Patriots' new dynasty in the 2010s.
Mm-hmm. Russell Wilson would be a surefire Hall of Famer had he won that game. And now there's people, talk radio, one of the talking points. He played himself out of the Hall of Fame.
Right.
We'll see how that plays out.
Yeah.
But it's God, but the Patriots got so lucky so many times.
They did. They had some crazy into game
28-3.
28-3.
Well,
I mean, that wasn't luck. That wasn't luck. Well, Shanahan stopped running the ball. I guess that's luck.
It was luck because the rules stunk.
Oh, yeah, the overtime rule.
Because
you forget about that, right?
Because New England wins the toss, they get the ball, they score a touchdown, game over.
Game over.
But
in the Super Bowl.
I don't know if we even talked about this on OT. Here's what it has to be.
Yeah, we did. You mentioned it. Yeah, go ahead.
Was it on OT?
No, we talked off camera.
Oh, okay. All right, my bad. I swear you did.
Okay. All right. We're tied.
Yeah.
We're tied. Okay. Fifth quarter.
Yeah.
Everybody, 15-minute fifth quarter.
Yeah.
And you play that fifth quarter until there's 0 seconds on the clock. Right. That's better strategy.
Yeah.
It's the time management is very important.
Yeah.
In theory, you could keep the ball for 15 minutes if you wanted to play it like that.
Literal soccer rules for this one. This is something you can adopt from
if
soccer.
it's still tied at the end of the fifth quarter, then you go to overtime.
Then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But you don't do this during the regular season.
No.
Yeah.
You do it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You definitely do it during the Super Bowl. So
crazy.
I think Atlanta got screwed on that.
Yeah.
I mean, they've changed the rules since.
It's better now, but it's not perfect.
Extremely lucky against Philadelphia and Carolina and St. Louis.
Yeah. The early ones were all 3-point games. They all won by a field goal.
The Rams game, that was whatever.
Ugly game. 10-3. No, 13-3.
Not much going on in that one.
Yeah, and then 18, their last one. I don't even remember who that was against at this point. Jeff, you remember that 2018 who they won it against? Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Let's see. They played the Eagles. They lost the Eagles the next year. Oh my God. I don't remember who they played. Dang.
Was it the Rams again?
Oh yeah, 2018 was the Rams. Yeah. 2014 Seahawks, 16 Falcons, 18 Rams.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, you said Rams. So.
Man.
No, but
feels like yesterday, and it's actually been quite a few years since they've been to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, 2018 was it. And then Brady won his 7th in Tampa Bay. So the game's on wavy, so we won't hear Tom Brady's great analysis all game long.
Oh, shucks.
Breaking down.
Well, now we get to hear about Patrick Mahomes. No.
Oh, yeah. Collinsworth.
I love Chris.
Collinsworth and Tirico. Tirico's a busy guy, man. He's doing... How is he doing Winter Olympics and Super Bowl?
I think he's doing the Super Bowl and then going to Milan.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, it has to. I mean, that's the only thing that makes sense.
God, you imagine.
Yeah, we had Ahmed Fareed on, talking about all this, how big of a period of time this is going to be for NBC with the NBA.
Oh my gosh.
With the Olympics
and
with the NBA All-Star game, with the Super Bowl.
Crazy.
I mean, this is wild.
The manpower.
And plus they're relaunching the NBC Sports Network.
Are they really?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's kind of like
what is
basically
that? I remember it, but it's just
Peacock on cable a little bit kind of.
Yeah, kind of a thing, but still, that's
without multiple options.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure Ahmed's he's probably helping out a lot.
He's probably in Milan right now.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, or he might be in Connecticut. He might be holding it down here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. No, Tirico's one of the best. So Collinsworth, I like Collinsworth for the most part. I mean, he gets crap for being a little, I guess, corny at times, but I don't think he's too bad.
Yeah, people would talk about when Tony Romo was would be. Oh, I'm going to predict the play, and this and that, and he'd be right. And a lot of times they're in the production meetings and they kind of get tipped as to what the plays are going to be anyway.
Yeah.
But Collinsworth did that all the time too, and he never got credit for it. I mean, he was so perceptive about intuitive, really, what was coming.
Romo, for at least the first couple of years, since he was so fresh off playing,
of course,
he was able to read these defenses like he was still behind under center.
Correct.
So
there is that transition period where all the concepts are still fresh.
And Collinsworth, to his credit, I found this out a couple of years ago. I thought he just worked for PFF. He owns PFF.
Oh yeah, you didn't know that?
Yeah. So
I've known that for a few years.
He is deep into analytics and advanced stats. And
he's a lawyer.
Grading guy.
He's a lawyer. I think he has a law degree.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he definitely owns PFF.
So like he knows what he's talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, that's you don't get these jobs if you don't know what you're talking about.
hence him being on the main chair at NBC for 20 years.
Exactly.
And there's internet trolls that like to give him crap. And
It's just
guess
about
what?
yeah.
Those people don't matter. Because they're in their mother's basement.
Exactly.
And Chris Collinsworth owns PFF and is on
And
primetime football every
literal
week.
football guru genius.
Yeah,
is what
yeah,
he
no,
is.
no. Like I said, I don't mind him at
With
all.
that chair is going to come haters.
For sure.
And that's
Absolutely.
just the way it is.
Yeah. So when you look at this, man, I think the matchup itself, going back to it, what are we excited about? I mean, these two quarterbacks that seem kind of like, I don't want to say no name, but they're kind of just first time in the Super Bowl. Vrabel's got them playing great on defense, but the Seattle defense, man, the pass rush is elite. Defensively, they can get after you with 4 people. That's kind of the key that they talk about. If they can get after Drake May, the Patriots do like to run the ball. They got Ramondre Stevenson. They got the Richmond kid from Richmond, Travion Henderson. Kind of got a little 1-2 punch there. So, are we thinking low scoring? Are we thinking high scoring? Kind of what are we feeling like?
I think we're looking at. I think Seattle's going to win. I think Seattle's going to cover.
Yeah.
As far as the score,
4.5. That's
4.5. I think they're going to win by a touchdown.
Okay.
So if we want to play that.
Yeah.
That game, I'll go 27-20.
Okay.
So I think basically, I'm not too worried more about picking the score, but I think Seattle wins by 7.
Okay. All right.
I think Seattle's defense is too strong.
Yeah.
I think Drake May's banged up.
Yeah.
The offensive line, as we mentioned earlier, kind of their weakness.
Yeah.
And in these situations, we've seen it before. Defense wins championships.
Yeah.
I know it's a cliche. It's an old saying, but it's true. So I think Seattle's just too strong defensively. Plus, Sam Darnold has some ridiculous weapons. We haven't even talked about Jackson.
Yeah, we
Smith
haven't.
and Jigba.
Well, you talk the Patriots defense allowed the 4th fewest points of anybody
they're
in the
a great
league.
group too.
They're great.
Group.
That's a good defense. Seattle
good
scored
defense.
the 3rd most points.
Yeah.
So you kind of got that
Patriots
going
defense
on.
is no slouch.
Yeah, they're definitely no slouch.
I
at
think
all.
Seattle,
But
some special teams too. If they score a special teams touchdown, forget about it, and they might do.
But
that.
I just think Seattle's offensively better than
They are fun to
Patriots.
watch. Creatively.
They're creative.
The Kubiak kids they do a lot. They roll out Sam Darnold a lot. They move him. Kubiak's taking the Raiders job after the season. Sam Darnold has, I think, 4 postseason touchdowns, no interceptions.
Yeah, no picks in the
No
postseason.
picks.
And for Sam Darnold, I'm walking in there the most confident I've ever been. I have proven every doubter I've ever had wrong.
Yeah.
All I got to do is go out and play my game and do what I've been doing the last 2 years.
His regular season record the last 2 years is 28-6.
28-6. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Like, this is a guy who was written off. We thought he was going to be out of the league 2 years ago.
yeah. No, it's crazy.
And-
Which, if you're looking back, it's kind of crazy to think that because he was 20 years old when he got drafted.
Terrible.
Right.
He goes to one of the worst organizations in all of sports.
Yep.
He gets thrown into it.
Yep.
He's not ready. And then he goes to another horrible organization.
Yeah.
And he can't really do anything there. And then he goes and sits at San Francisco.
Crazy.
Sponges from Kyle Shanahan and finally gets his shot with Minnesota at age 26, 27.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah.
And you're seeing that a lot in the NFL. Like, these guys who weren't very good or maybe borderline terrible at the beginning of their careers. Like, you look at Trevor Lawrence, he wasn't anything special until this year.
Yeah.
Well, I think these guys are just thrust into the spotlight when they're not ready.
That's what it is.
And it's a growth into the position, into the job, and the knowledge, and the just
because
getting better year by year.
It's because the NFL doesn't have a legitimate development league. And besides, I mean, college football, you could argue it is, but it really isn't. It's just these guys are vitally developing and they're getting time to develop. You're not getting cast aside as quickly anymore.
I think it's just coaching, man. I think coaching is the key, man. Like Mahomes didn't need time to develop.
And
really.
you've seen it throughout the history of the league. Yeah, this is nothing new.
No, of course.
Jim Plunkett was a Heisman winning trophy winning quarterback.
Yeah.
Coming out of Stanford.
Yeah.
With the Patriots and didn't do anything.
Yeah.
And 10 years later, what does he do? He wins not 1, but 2 Super Bowls with the Raiders.
Yeah.
You have a guy like Rich Gannon who played for the Redskins out of Delaware. He was nothing.
Yep.
He was nothing. And then he goes to Oakland 10 years later and he's MVP of the league.
Yeah. That's lightning in a bottle type of scenario too with Gannon, right? I mean, because after that, he was okay in 03 maybe.
He had like a 2 to 3 year
He was older though. He was older.
He was older. Yeah. That's the point I'm making is
the experience.
We're all different, man.
Yeah.
We all progress at a different rate, you know, and some people peak early. You know, Craig, you talk about it a lot with like these 5-star guys, and sometimes maybe they kind of peaked early, and then these other guys
early because it's puberty first.
You know, like Morgan Moses is still in the NFL.
Yeah.
He's 34 years old. UVA undrafted with the Redskins, and the NFL didn't think enough to draft him.
Yeah.
Yet 13 years later, he's still a starter in the NFL.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You just don't know.
I think the quarterback position just relies on coaching so heavily, like the Trevor Lawrence thing. Like, it was never going to work with Urban Meyer culturally, offense-wise. And then Sam Darnold, again, thrust into a terrible situation with the Jets. There a lot of pressure on him. He wasn't ready. And then you get someone that can look at him, whatever it is, someone has a set of eyes and looks at him and says, all right, you know what? We need to bootleg Sam more because 70% of the time when he bootlegs, he completes the pass. Whatever the concept is. Oh, we need to run this flood concept. We need to do this. Okay, Sam, you're really good at putting the ball deep over the middle of the field. We're going to take a shot twice a game. Then you support him with the run game and the defense. It's just coaching is so big, and some guys get their hands on them. They turn them into terrible situation, slash their confidence, and then some guys get them and their confidence goes through the roof, So
if you're at this level, and I'm a believer of this, and I've said it a lot in the office. If you're at this level, these guys can throw a ball.
Yeah, exactly.
They know how to throw a ball.
Right.
Yes.
We're not talking rocket science here. They can throw a football with the best of anybody, but it's the whole processing the information and all of that.
For sure.
I think that's where it really comes in.
And they're all good.
And what do you have around you? Are you getting protection? Do you have receivers?
Heck yeah.
I mean, think of all the stories of the quarterbacks that probably could have been something, but they never had an offensive line.
For sure.
And they never had a top-tier receiver.
Yeah,
and
David Carr.
They had subpar
He could have
coaching.
been all right. David Carr could have been all right. He got sacked 150 times in 5 years or whatever.
Robert Griffin.
Injury
Well, that was
history there.
injuries. That was injuries.
Yeah. But yes, exactly. Offensive line. Who you got around you? I mean, Sam Darnold's got Smith and Jigba. He's got Cooper Kupp. He's got Charbonnet tore his ACL. That's unfortunate. But Kenneth Walker. They got a good offensive line. It's just all clicked, man. And sometimes, what's interesting about this, the Patriots have kind of done it year over year, despite cultures and changes. Who catches lightning in the bottle, then who sustains it is where the real separator is. You know what I'm saying? So Sam Darnold could be great the last 2 years, but he could go right back into the tank next year. And then
I think 2 years is a pretty good sample, though, man.
It is. It's great.
Like when you lose 6 regular season games it's
crazy.
Out of that many. I mean,
2 different teams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
I think he's finally kind of hitting his stride,
Yeah.
Look at another. You talk about more late bloomers. Look at Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah. People thought he was out of the league when he came in, filled up for Russell Wilson on that Monday night game on ESPN. Remember, he's trending on Twitter. Geno's still in the league. What?
They wrote me off. I didn't write back though. Yeah, that was great.
Well, I think now we can
now his time's probably coming. But hey, 10 plus years in the league.
Yeah, and he had that last 4-year window that nobody saw coming.
Yeah,
it's kind of cool, man.
We saw highlights from opening night, Super Bowl night, which used to be called Media Day, and it's not called Media Day. They call it opening night, and then there's still multiple other media days after that. It's all kind of just like I lost a little bit of luster for me.
Radio Row.
It's just like there used to be one night, and like all the clips were coming out. It's like every day they're just I don't know. It just lost a little bit
because they try to do all this. They have all their sponsors,
too much now,
and then like they just try to hype it up too much. But I think I agree. It's oversaturated.
Yeah. It's just it's too much.
Yeah, it's too much for me, and it's. I mean, I don't watch that. I'm telling you guys, this is the God honest truth. Mm-hmm. Don't call me, don't text me, don't do anything during the Super Bowl. I like to watch alone, all by myself.
Yeah,
I don't turn the television on until 6:30.
Right. Oh yeah, the buildup is too.
I don't watch any of it.
Yeah,
I don't care.
Kickoff
too much.
Give me it.
Yeah, no, it's too much.
I'm totally with you on that one.
Yeah, I like to watch Super Bowl pretty much. Yeah, most years.
It's almost like a little point of pride now. It's like I'm not going to turn this thing on.
Yeah,
and I'm not joking, man.
Yeah,
I mean I'll be on the internet and looking at stuff.
Do
you
computer. Watch halftime though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I watch halftime.
I'm interested in this halftime show.
No, I think Bad Bunny's going to be great, man.
He's going to be awesome.
He's the highest selling artist in the world, the most streamed artist in the world, literally, the globe.
He's also a great professional wrestler, if you didn't know.
I've seen the clips. I've seen some of the clips. I've seen some of the clips.
No interest in that.
I seen the one entrance in Puerto Rico a couple years ago. Where that was awesome.
That was great.
No, he seems like great. He just won the Grammy for something. I don't know what it was, but the internet's talking about it a lot. I don't know if it's best artist or best album.
Yeah, something like that.
He's the man, dude. Yeah. He's gonna. I mean, extremely popular.
He was a great actor too.
And you got, the politics tries to get involved in this, which obviously we're not going to. But I mean, to me, from the NFL perspective, what a brilliant stroke of genius to bring in let's see here. Let's bring in, I don't know, the biggest star in the world.
Yeah, America's already hooked on football. We get the Latin American culture involved too,
and that's going to open up other markets.
Yeah.
And traditionally, that halftime window is the highest rated part of the Super Bowl.
Especially now that they really want every team to have an international game. Eventually,
I think next year it might happen. No, not next year.
No, they're going to Paris.
They're going to Paris.
The Browns and Saints are going to torture the people of Paris.
Paris gets into the game.
Yeah,
it's crazy. Yeah, I saw even a tweet talk about press row and people coming on there. I don't know who this guy was. I can't remember who he was, but he was a big advocate. I don't know if he was from Africa. He's like, the NFL needs to do a game in Africa. And I'm like, wow, that'd be nuts.
Why not?
Why not?
Do a game in Lagos?
I don't know.
That'd
whatever. But the guy was like, yeah, we need to do it.
Casablanca.
You got the International Pathway Program where a few African players in history, recent history have come through, like nuts. So who knows, man?
Cairo
Paris is
cool.
crazy. Paris is crazy.
Paris is crazy. I like those German games. I like those German fans. They're
they're knowledgeable.
Yeah, Paris isn't probably
cool.
going to hit the same as like Germany.
No,
Paris is gonna be a little different.
Paris needs to use those stadiums that they built up for the Olympics last year.
Yeah, very true. They got the infrastructure for it. We know it. When it comes to any other notes about this thing, Super Bowl wise, that we missed, Jackson Smith, other X factors. I mean, in Jigba,
Cooper Kupp he's a former Super Bowl MVP.
Former Super Bowl MVP, Christian Cooper.
I call it. I think Seattle special teams could be a wild card. I think they could play a big factor in this game.
Interesting. Yeah, special teams touchdown in the Super Bowl. The odds to win probably go way up.
It's got to be right.
I mean, the only time I can think of a team that didn't get one, that got one and didn't win, was the Bears. The 1 year Hester took the
Bears
kick back.
Yeah, that was classic in Miami in the rain.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Prince. Speaking of in the rain,
06.
Purple Rain, the best halftime performance there ever was and there ever will be, because
crazy.
Not only was he playing Purple Rain, I don't know, in the rain. Right. That's kind of cool. Everything was plugged in. He was not lip syncing.
Yeah.
He was not miming anything, because Prince didn't do that kind of stuff.
Right.
It was 100% authentic performance, and you could tell. You could hear the imperfections, and you know, which is part of live performance for me, man. Nobody wants to hear it squeaky clean, perfect.
Yeah.
You know, if they're just up there lip syncing something.
I'll listen to an album. I'll listen to a produced album. If I hear it perfect.
Correct.
I want to see a human up there doing human things.
It is funny how over the years, like how we remember Super Bowl halftimes, right? Because like the Prince one sticks out in your mind. Prince definitely sticks out in my mind, but like even more recently, Kendrick was a big deal. But like some of them are very forgettable. I think I remember Katy Perry. Like that was a big one for some reason.
The Left Shark.
It was so campy.
Yeah, and it was like, I feel like when that was just when viral was becoming a thing too.
That's also like, remember,
like which ones do we remember in our head?
We'll talk about it. We got to take a break.
We'll take a break.
Okay, we're gonna take a break.
Let's talk about some of that when we come back.
Yeah, let's talk Super Bowl halftime.
We kind of got to fix the time here.
Okay.
We'll be right back. Sportswrap OT. We're talking halftime shows when we come back.
Okay, we're back. Sportswrap Overtime, talking Super Bowl 60, specifically now moving forward, Super Bowl halftime shows. But I was just mentioning like how they live in our mind and how you remember them.
So,
it's very interesting.
Craig, there was an incident when we were younger.
Yeah, of course.
That kind of dampened Super Bowl halftime shows in the future. I'm talking about the Janet Jackson incident.
But the thing is, I don't remember.
Really?
But the thing is, I guess because I was
for the people who don't know.
I don't even. But the thing is, I don't remember the year Janet Jackson.
It was like 04, I think.
Was it 04?
03 or
it was 04.
Okay.
I was a teenager.
Yeah,
I remember.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, it didn't they had to play it safe the next few years. So they had like the Who come in one year. They had Paul McCartney do one, I think.
Paul McCartney did no.
Yeah, he did.
Paul McCartney did Super Bowl halftime. See, that one doesn't. I lost on me
because they were going with older acts at that time just to play it safe.
Yeah,
not going to have any crazy pop acts. Not going to do anything choreography.
Okay, so Janet Jackson, Diddy, Nelly, Kid Rock, Justin Timberlake, Jessica Simpson.
That was all in one.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And then you had the next year they had Paul McCartney. Okay. Which I mean, a global superstar.
It's global icon.
I mean,
after that, the Rolling Stones.
Global icons.
Global icons. Yeah. After that, Prince.
Okay.
Again, which was the best one.
Yeah.
07 actually, 06 season.
06 season. Yeah. Right.
08, yeah. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, and now we're starting to get into. And then after that, Bruce Springsteen, and then after that, the Who.
Yeah. Right there. That's a weird little stretch.
It's a weird little stretch where I think it's like you're kind of hitting one demographic.
Yeah, interesting.
And
the Who.
I think the sports has a wider demographic.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom Petty. Yeah, he's a great. I love Tom Petty.
I love Tom Petty too.
He's awesome.
Listen to him almost every day.
But I don't know that Tom Petty needs to be headlining the Super Bowl.
Well, Elton John, did he get one in there years ago?
No.
Elton John's never done Super Bowl halftime?
No.
Really?
So there was a lot of backlash on the Who because they were kind of, 2010 they were washed up. They just did a tour.
Barely. Yeah, it's just funny how some of them stick in your brain and some of them don't.
Black Eyed Peas.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
That one was okay.
I don't like that one.
Ooh, 2012 Madonna. I don't even remember.
Wow.
I don't remember that at all.
Madonna.
That was in Indianapolis.
In 2012, she was still doing her thing. I mean, she's still doing her thing, but like, man, Madonna, a lot of time has passed.
2013, Beyonce.
Okay.
And that was the San Francisco. No.
No, Superdome.
That was
That was Superdome?
In,
Was it?
2014, here's where I think things really, probably with Beyonce in 2013, but
sure.
2014, especially, I think kind of solidified they're going in a different direction. Bruno Mars.
Oh,
was
God, he was so good.
Awesome.
He was so good. What year was that?
That was 2014.
And that's when he was at his peak.
Yeah, man, that was great.
And then
I do
Katy
remember
Perry.
Bruno Mars was crazy.
He was so good.
I saw him in concert in 2012
wow.
in Eugene, Oregon. Yeah.
It was like James Brown up there.
Oh my God, he's so good, man. And I don't, don't quote me on this. You would know if you watched it back, but like, I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like his guys were playing and singing for real. Maybe I'm wrong because they were doing a lot of choreography.
But a lot
while
of times,
playing the music.
a lot of times it's the music. Sometimes at the Super Bowl, it's the music that is tracked.
Okay, but
and the vocals are real.
Okay, I'd be interested.
Well,
in
Sometimes
that.
it's flipped around. Sometimes it's off.
I feel like track music's more socially accepted than
track
singing.
music. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather not rather, but yeah, if I had a choice, the music be tracked, but the vocals be live.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think it's all. I mean, it's hard for me to accept any of it as
Got
a
it.
Grateful Dead Fish fan.
Got it.
When they go up there,
Yeah.
as like going to a Fish show is. Being a Fish fan is like being a sports fan.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why would somebody go have season tickets to go see the Cleveland Guardians play?
Mm-hmm.
Well, why do you go to 10 Fish shows a year? Well, because they're like 10 different baseball games. You never know what
Yeah,
you're going to get.
exactly.
And they could have a bad game, and you kind of cheer them out of the slump. You cheer the band might be having a bad night,
Yeah,
and then you
right.
kind of cheer them out of their slump, you
Yeah.
know, and rally them to end the show on a high note.
yeah, yeah.
Coldplay. Do you remember that one
Yeah,
in 2016?
it was lame.
That was Levi's.
Oh, that was Levi's. Okay. Yeah, I knew they had one at Levi's. There we go. Okay.
Gaga in 2017. I do remember that.
That was good because he jumped off the stadium.
Yeah, that was wild. Big name.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't hear much from her anymore.
Justin Timberlake in 2018.
He's got hits, man. Timberlake's got hits.
That was good. Oh,
I think he did all right.
All right, here's a jump the shark one. 2019 Maroon 5. That one, I didn't think that one was all that great.
Okay, yeah, they're starting to come back to me now. I guess
2020 Shakira, Jennifer Lopez. I thought
that was a big.
I like Shakira.
There you go. That was the first time
Shakira
they
and
dipped
J-Lo.
into Colombia, Latin America stuff. That was big.
Bad Bunny was on that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
He was
Oh.
a feature player.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like that one probably did okay. Like that got a lot of cultural, worldwide like relevance. J-Lo
did.
and Shakira.
Oh, and the Katy Perry. Worth mentioning that Portsmouth. Missy Elliott made an appearance
That's
on that.
right. That was great.
Oh, yes.
my
That was
God.
awesome.
She
Yeah.
did. She did Work It, I think. Or,
And there's
another one too.
There's a doc. I watched this whole documentary about Katy Perry behind the scenes of first Super Bowl thing. Have you ever seen that?
I'm not.
And it's really good. And there's just like emotional part where, Missy Elliott gets very emotional about being invited to this and being a
Okay.
part of it. And she gets this gift from Katy Perry, and it's this special moment.
That's awesome.
Because she'd been kind of out of the spotlight for many years.
Yes, right.
Missy Elliott. So
Missy, yeah.
for her to be brought back,
That was definitely like a resurgence after like a
man,
decade.
the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's huge. It's the biggest thing you can get.
Unannounced
Yeah.
appearance, man, and everybody was so positive and everybody loved it so much. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
That's awesome.
Then you had The Weeknd in 2021. Did we mention
That
that?
one
was the
kinda-
one
that one
with-
kinda fell flat.
Well, because that was a COVID one.
Was it?
That was the COVID Super Bowl.
Okay. Yep.
And you had like all the mirrors and
Yeah,
stuff.
that one kind of fell flat. And I
Yeah.
love The Weeknd.
I do too.
I like a lot of The Weeknd's albums. Those kind of hit when I was in college, and it was a new sound. It was cool, but that live performance.
2022 was the
Snoop Dogg.
Yes, Dr. Dre and all those
Yeah,
guys.
that was good. That was
yeah, that
good.
was really
was
good.
fun. Pretty good.
It was fun.
Man, for an old timer like me, I loved seeing
Yeah,
all
it was
those old
awesome.
guys up there,
Yeah,
man.
I liked it.
2023 Rihanna. I don't
She
care.
did okay. I watched that at Andy Fox's house. We watched, and I watched it because I left after halftime. I watched Rihanna. She was okay. I mean, she was suspended on this weird. She was on a stage that was suspended in the air, which was kind of cool looking. But in terms of her music, I'm like, it doesn't really, whatever. you know?
No, Umbrella, whatever. I'm not a big fan.
But I like the stage. I like the theatrics of it too. It's not even just about the music.
2024 Usher.
He's got hits.
Alicia Keys played on that one.
Yeah.
Her played.
Usher's
So
good.
there was some.
Yeah.
I kind of like the people the supporting cast people more than the
sure.
headliner on that one, personally.
Usher was last year. And where was the Super Bowl last year? New Orleans.
No, this was Allegiant.
Oh, Vegas.
Yeah, I was in Vegas.
Oh, that would make sense because he's got the residency.
And last year was Kendrick Lamar.
Oh, yeah. Last year was
yeah.
Kendrick, and that was huge.
So are there any artists that you would like to see who have not done it yet? Because I swear to God, every year people complain Metallica isn't doing the Super Bowl halftime show. They're not going to do it, guys.
No?
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't go that far.
Here's the thing. They're not going to headline it, but I wouldn't put it past.
Tom Petty did.
This year, they are in Metallica's home,
What's that?
San Francisco.
Oh, you're talking about them making a guest appearance?
Yeah, maybe.
With Bad Bunny? I don't know if that clash would work, but who knows?
I mean, they can make it work.
Yeah.
They can make anything work.
They could, but I agree. I don't
weird clash.
I don't see how that could work.
Yeah. I mean, as a casual, I don't know. I'm a casual. I can't even call myself a casual rock fan, but Metallica seems like a big brand and they could do a halftime show. No problem.
Yeah. Everybody knows Sandman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
everybody.
Sure.
I mean, they just played Lane Stadium not too long ago.
That song is ubiquitous. They sell out stadiums.
Yeah.
They're one of the biggest rock bands going to.
Yeah, but that is a good question. Like, who is out there that's like the next big time act? I don't know. I'm not invested in like brand new music the way I used to be.
I'm a huge. Obviously, you guys know I'm a huge music fan.
Yeah, exactly. Who's out there?
I like what I like, and what I like isn't what
mainstream
is going to be the headliner of the Super Bowl.
We're not going to get Disturbed headlining the Super Bowl, but
so I'm the wrong person to ask.
The biggest name who hasn't done it, in my opinion, is Taylor Swift.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, she would be the one. Yeah. Oh my God, that might break records.
Yeah,
for how popular
she doesn't need it.
No, she doesn't. But one that would light the internet on fire for me would be Chappell Roan.
Who?
Chappell Roan.
Oh,
she's an up and comer.
I don't know who that is.
She kind of hit the scene with a burst of fire.
Oh, okay. All right.
She played the Norva, which is amazing.
Yet to cross my timeline. I'm sorry, Jeff. I don't know who that is, brother.
You don't know Chappell Roan?
No, I don't.
Oh, I'll show you what she wore to the Grammys. Maybe you'll know her after
Pink
that.
Pony Club.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Red Wine Supernova.
Taylor Swift would be the one, though.
Hot to go.
Taylor Swift would be next level, break records. Whatever the viewership record is at halftime, I think she would smash it.
And I respect all of that stuff, but I mean, I'm more of a, I'm not. I like a little. I don't know. I like different types.
If we're gonna get really personal, I'd love to see. I love Jay-Z. Jay-Z's one of my favorite rap artists. Could Jay-Z do a halftime? Maybe.
I would like.
I don't know. Maybe
Creed. And
he's got the mashup. Speaking of Jay-Z's, got the old mashup with oh my goodness, he did a rock band mashup with someone. I think it was Linkin Park, so maybe not. Linkin Park's not on that level.
Artists, but bands and artists aren't as big as they used to be.
Correct.
They're not as, again, ubiquitous as they used to be.
Right.
We don't live in a monoculture, so everything is so spread out that, as big as Kendrick Lamar is, there's going to be millions and millions of people that never even heard of Kendrick Lamar. Unlike in the 80s, in the 90s when MTV was on, you had no choice, but you knew Madonna, you knew Material Girl and Like a Virgin and Lucky Star. You knew the songs because they were always on.
And you bring up that good point because it's so funny because I think sports is like the last shared experience we all have.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like,
that's a good point.
Like the Super Bowl is a shared experience.
For sure.
It feels like everyone watches the Super Bowl.
Totally right.
So music used to be a completely shared experience. Not so much anymore. And television shows and all that stuff. But
everything's like individualized.
It's one of the last things we have.
Yeah, I agree. And it's a reason it's the highest rated show on television. And there's a reason 95 of the top 100 rated shows in Nielsen, they're all NFL football games, man. Crazy. All of them,
It is great. It is
all live sports.
It's a very good point. It's also the remaining the best reality show on TV any given week.
Do we got to take a real quick one here?
I don't think we have to. I think we're good.
We're going to go through it.
Yeah, let's go through it.
Michael, please insert the break.
Yeah. No, it is. I think it's the best reality show on TV. Football still is. Sports still is. And so, that's a really good point about the shared experience. You're right. Like Super Bowl. I went to a Super Bowl party up in Williamsburg a couple years ago, and with a bunch of people I really didn't know, but like we all were sitting there watching the game, hanging out, had dinner, and it's just such Americana. You may love the Super Bowl Sunday. I know Brian said like he likes enjoying it, watching by himself, and I do too for the most part. I like the volume up, like to hear the analysis, but part of me is like, okay, first half, I can watch with other people, but at a certain point I got to lock in.
You're right.
When it starts getting down to the nitty gritty. I mean, I remember where I was at for the 28-3 game, like stuff like I remember where I was at for the Patriots Super Bowl against the Seahawks. I was in Oahu. I paddle boarded basically kind of early in the morning, and then I watched the first half at a bar on Waikiki Beach. And then a friend of mine picked me up, and then we went to the second half to watch at her friend's house. Like, I just remember that, you know what I'm saying? And when they didn't hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch, I was like, oh my God, but I was in Oahu,
Yeah, I remember the first Super Bowl I watched.
Okay.
I remember going to this party, my mom's friends. It was the 97 to 98 Super Bowl, which would have been Super Bowl 33.
I think the Broncos. I think the Elway helicopter one is the very first one I remember.
Yeah, the Broncos against the Falcons.
Correct.
And of course, people in Cleveland still were very bitter at John Elway, so everyone's rooting against him.
Oh, but because of the play out the drive?
Because of the drive. And yeah, well, you know how we take things.
Yeah, I think when was your first that you remember?
98.
97, 98.
I think mine was that I definitely remember sitting down and watching was definitely the Rams Steelers and 80, the 79 season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I even remember, do you remember back in the day, orange juice, that like there are these orange juice frozen things?
Oh, yeah.
That like they're in a can.
Oh, yeah.
And you push it out and you put it in the blender with some water.
Yeah.
I remember my dad made one of those for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I always thought that was the weirdest thing. I was like, what are you doing drinking this orange juice at 6 o'clock on a Sunday? And then as I got older,
orange juice is great all the time.
I was like,
you realized what was
I wonder if he put something in there.
Yeah.
Because my parents did not drink at all. I never saw them doing any of that. But Super Bowl Sunday, my dad's probably like, you know what? I'm going to tie one on.
That's funny.
I'm going to have a couple of, what do they call those?
Screwdrivers.
Screwdrivers, yeah.
Yeah, I just bought some orange juice the other day too. Isn't that funny? No, it is. Yeah, I think my first one might have been that same, the Elway helicopter. So that was, I think they went back to back 97, 98. Rams won it 9. Definitely, you know what? I take it back. The one I really truly remember was 99.
Oh yeah,
and the Titans and the Rams.
No, that's I remember that
one was great in New Orleans. I had an Eddie George jersey growing up. I remember Kevin Dyson stretching it. And and I was rooting for the Titans so hard because I love Steve McNair and Eddie George, and it didn't make it, and I was pissed. I didn't care about the Rams. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably the one I really is in my brain.
I was like 6 or 7 for that.
Yeah,
that was the age I would have been.
I was more like
7, 8 years old.
Yeah, I was like 8. Yeah, I was 8.
Yeah, 8 for the 99 one. We were definitely 8.
Yeah, no, it's crazy, man. It is funny how that all works, and then over the years they start to blend together, but.
And then as I got a little older, then the Redskins started winning Super Bowls left and right.
Yeah.
Must be nice.
And it's going to happen again. We're going to manifest this, folks.
Man, talk about the offseason. They got some work to do. Excited to see how Adam Peters and company turns it around, So they got some work to do, though.
They got a lot of work to do.
They got to keep Jaden upright.
They got to get rid of the
old guys and get the secondary straight.
I don't know about this Dan Quinn either, man. We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know.
He's coached in a couple Super Bowls before. Speaking of the Seahawks, he was a defensive coordinator during the heyday of the Seahawks. Remember that? Legion of Boom?
Okay. All right. Refresh my memory.
Yeah, he was 2012, 13, 14, I think he spent in Seattle. Then he was off to Atlanta.
He also came through Jimmy Laycock's coaching tree.
Yeah.
And he and everybody else.
Yeah.
Everybody else. Right. Yeah. Extensive. That's actually going
to post it up. Do we get I said Seattle by 7.
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm thinking Seattle wins by 10.
I'm going to buck the trend, man. I just think the Patriots and Mike Vrabel's experience and Josh McDaniels' experience and that franchise, there's something to be said for being there. I know it's a different cast of guys, but man, it seems like everyone's picking the Seahawks. I'm going to pick the Patriots to win by like 3. I just think that's what it's going to be. I think that's.
You think the Patriot luck continues?
Yeah,
the Patriot way.
It's the evil empire, man. I think they're just going to figure out a way to do it.
Talk about the one common denominator of all these before we go is Robert Kraft.
Yeah.
What an owner.
Not a first ballot Hall.
Not a first ballot Hall of Fame.
No, apparently not.
Neither was Bill. So there's like some conspiracy to keep the Patriots out of the Hall of Fame. I don't know
about that. But no, yeah, Kraft has been there. This is their 12th. I think Kraft's owned it for all 12 of them, right? He bought the team in 94.
No.
Oh, no, 11. 11 out of the 12.
85.
So 11 out of the 12. Yeah, there we go.
Just an incredible run.
Yeah.
Incredible run as an owner.
Very unlikely team in 85. Real quick. It should have been the Dolphins against the Bears in the Super Bowl because the 15-1 Bears would have gone undefeated if they hadn't lost to the Dolphins to save the undefeated record.
Yeah.
And then I guess New England beat them in the playoffs.
Crazy.
And it was the Super Bowl nobody wanted.
Yeah.
It
was a weird one.
You wanted Dan Marino to go against that defense, man, and we never got it.
Yeah. No, I know that story. So. All right, that's all we got. Sports Wrap Overtime. Hope you enjoyed it. Share it with your friends and family. For Jeff Snyder and Brian Parsons, I'm Craig Loper signing off. We'll see you next time.